Okay, welcome to page 48. Here we have a fair diet rolled. I have pre-set up each one of my workspaces for these questions. If you could go ahead and spend the next 3 to 4 minutes copying these into each box, it will set you up nicely for your problems. Okay, now that you're back and all of these are filled out, let's take a look at question number one. Let's set up our formula. We know that our total is 6, and now we investigate. Find the probability of showing multiples of 3. Do you remember what multiples means? This word should look very similar to another word in math, which is multiplication. So here's how we find the multiples of 3. The multiples of 3 are 3 times 1, which equals 3. 3 times 2, which is 6. 3 times 3, which is 9. And right away, 9 is too big for our six-sided dice. So we know that all we are left with are these two options, 3 and 6. Those are multiples of 3. So we have two options for our decider. Okay, let's move on to this question here. Let's set up our equation. Now what we are looking for is the probability of showing a multiple of 5. How do we find the multiples of 5? Similarly, up here, let's start with 5 times 1, which is 5. What about 5 times 2? That's 10. And 10 is not on our six-sided dice. This number is too big. So all we have is this number to work with. Out of a six-sided dice, these are all of your multiples of 5. One option. 1 out of 6. All right, let's work on this question here. Here we have a probability. Let's get it set up. Our total is on the bottom. And now let's investigate. Let's find the probability of showing the multiple of 2. Let's start with 2 times 1, which is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 is too big for our set. So these are the numbers we can contribute to our equation. We have 2, 4, and 6. We have a total of 3 desired. The probability of showing a multiple of 2 on a fair-sided dice is 3 out of 6. All right, let's work on question number 5. Probability is equal to bottom number total 6. Find the probability of showing a multiple of 1. 1 times 1 equals 1. 1 times 2 equals 2. 1 times 3 equals 3. 1 times 4 equals 4. 1 times 5 equals 5. 1 times 6 equals 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 total possibilities, or 6 desired. Okay, let's work on this question here. For question number 5, let's set up our equation. For the divisors of 8, we are looking for these numbers that can be divided by 8 evenly. So if we go 8 divided by 1, you will get an answer of 8 with no decimal. So this one is good. 8 divided by 2 equals 4 with no decimal. So 2 is good. 8 divided by 3 is going to give you a really large number with some decimals. So this one is not going into our set. 8 divided by 4 equals 2 with no decimal. So that one works. And then I'm going to speed up this process. 5 and 6 divided by 8, or 8 divided by both of these numbers, does not work. So we have a total of 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we are done for this page. I'm just going to show you a very quick representation of what we have done here. Okay, if you have stuck with me on page 48, good job. We have now finished. I will see you on page 49.